And we are back. Another Falcons franchise. Last week we came off of a heartbreaking loss against the Titans. We're trying to get back in the win column. After starting out 2-0, we've now gone to 0-2, and we're going to be playing our division rival and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So far this series, we are the only two teams in this division to make the playoffs. And it looks like it may stay that way. Looks like the Panthers may have a shot this year. But the Saints, I still think they're in a rebuild situation. But we do have some more players to negotiate. We have a lot of top-notch players. And as you can see, Cam Newton is here as well. If you did not watch the last episode, at the end of it, Chris Horn did not play very well. So we signed free agent quarterback Cam Newton to be our backup. PJ Walker's still on the team, but Cody Swain is on the practice squad now. Unfortunate for him. So, and also, I don't know if you saw, we did bench Greg Little in favor of Addison Nolan. Greg Little has allowed 2 sacks almost every game. It's just not working out right now. So we're going to give the rookie Addison Nolan a shot. We're coming up to when we can do our first negotiation. I'm only allowed to negotiate twice or 3 times. It is either when we, bye week. So week 7, so we have 2 more games. We're going to be watching both those games as they are divisional games. I'm allowed to negotiate when we get eliminated from the playoffs. Or / clinch a playoff spot. So as soon as we get eliminated, the week after, we can negotiate contracts. Or as soon as we clinch a playoff spot, the week after, we can negotiate. And in the re-sign period in the off season, we're allowed to negotiate contracts. Trying to make it a bit more realistic, because it is, takes a while for, to figure out contracts and stuff for real life. But we're playing against Drew Lock. I think they're going to try and run inside. And then they have Antoine Winfield, Vita Vea, who is a dominant force. And I like the idea of throwing it short. We have the worst offense and the best defense. That seems to be how it is every season, it feels like now. As we're going to sim the training. And Jalen Phillips is out and Deion Jones is out. That's going to make today a lot harder. Oh, that sucks. And Kyle Pitts, oh my god, this is horrible. That's probably 3 of our top 10 best players on the team injured for this game. We're going to need Ben Jenkins to step up a lot. We already know Dante Fowler Jr.'s out. And these guys are going to be out for multiple weeks. Deion Jones is an 89 overall. Kyle Pitts is a 96. Jalen Phillips is an 85. Huge blows to our team right there. We're just going to have to Just gonna prove we gotta fight for this. We have Ben Jenkins and Tony Bishop. And then we have we're just gonna call you Ogundeji. And Deion Jones got injured, so Mikal Walker will be taking his place. Mikal Walker, he knows it a bit. He did play as a starter last week because I believe because Foy Sadalukun was injured, so he has, a week of experience as a starter at the moment. They're an 86 overall compared to our 83. Our top players are Calvin Ridley, AJ Terrell, William Jackson. Hold on, we should probably see how good they are offense and defensively. So their top players, Vita Vea. They have a dominant pass game and overall, middle of the pack offense. They have a solid points per game in defense, but other than that, just average. Overall ranks, they're 14th offense, and they're middle of the pack defense, I'd say. Oh, no, I wasn't even that. They are 27th in defense compared to our first. Oops. So this could be a very useful win for us, as we look to get back in the win column, and a win this game will put us first in the division, but it's only week 5, so realistically that doesn't really matter at this point. It can create slight momentum. Well, this win means a lot in terms of how, the end will go, because for finding out the division, it goes down to, overall record, and then head-to-head record. So if we finish with the same record and we sweep them, we'll have it. If we split the series, then it will come down to division record. So these division games mean a lot. So it is early in the season, but at the same time, that is not going to stop us from playing this game as hard as we can. And that pass is complete over to the 36 to O.J. Howard. Drew Lock with the 18-yard completion. As the 2-2 Carolina Panthers will play the 2-2 Dallas Cowboys, and the 2-2 Minnesota Vikings will play the 1-3 New Orleans Saints, all at the same time. So we're gonna, kind of be watching that. Here's our injury. Dante Fowler Jr., he's out for a while. We put him on IR, so he's probably going to be out for a decent bit. And that's a fumble, and that's going to be picked up. That's Keandre Jones, I believe. As we're rocking the all-black today, Chris Horn, 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Not having the greatest season, but he is in his second year. His first year as a starter. Well, he did start a few games last season, but ultimately didn't really learn much. But hopefully us bringing in Cam Newton is going to pressure him a bit. That pass is complete. That is 44. I believe that is C.J. Ham, the fullback. We signed him on a 2-year deal this offseason. I believe 2, might have been 3. Kevin Fox getting free on the play. His first carry. Second and 7 now from the 8. It is going to be pretty hard to get a first down, but it is out of question. Another handoff to Kevin Fox. He's going to maybe get half a yard or so. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. And down goes Chris Horn, and he fumbles the ball. And Shaquille Barrett is not ruled down yet, as Baltimore beats Pittsburgh 38-17. So, even with the great field position, they turn it over. Drew Lock now looking to throw. Just dumps it off over the middle. That is going to be complete. That is number 19.
Come on, fellas.
Not quite sure who he is. Allen. C. Allen. I'd assume that is one of the new players, whether it's a rookie or a second-year player. Drew Lock looking to throw. That pass is going to be complete. That's Mike Evans. He's a familiar face. That is a gain of about 10 to 11 yards. That's enough for a first down. He was 6 for 145 last game, so he may have a lot of attention on him today. Drew Lock. That pass is complete. That's Mike Evans again. Across midfield to the 40.
Here we go. Yeah. Make him play the ball, man. Before it's Mike. Before it's Mike. Check, check. Watch it before. Watch it before. Here we go. Mike.
That pass is complete. That's O.J. Howard, who's going to take it up to the 22. And all of a sudden, the Buccaneers are driving down the field. Going towards the back of the end zone and couldn't hang on to it. Rich Horn talking to Ben Jenkins. So we're going to look at the depth chart of the Falcons. Or not the Falcons. Buccaneers. They have Drew Lock. Then they have Kyle Allen, a very solid backup. Tyrod Taylor as their third string. Tyrod Taylor, who was on our team last season. Got to start, but ultimately did not play well enough. And they have Jamie Newman as a fourth. They have Ronald Jones and Pierre Galloway. Pierre Galloway is a rookie. They then have Brandon Armstead and Elijah Penny. Fullback doesn't really matter. Receivers, they have Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. They have Cecil Allen. Will Irvin's a rookie. Matthew Brothers and O.J. Howard. They then have O.J. Howard and Caleb Aldridge. And Earl Elling. Second and 10 now from the 22. Drew Lock looking. He's going to check it down. Took a while to decide to throw that. But it is going to be enough for 8 yards. That's Allen. Bird and 2. Drew Lock. He's throwing it. And that's complete. That's to Allen. But they're going to say he's short. He caught it and passed the line to gain, and he ran past it. But it's a handoff to Ronald Jones. That's going to be a 13-yard touchdown. That was an interesting play by Allen, though. He had the first down, but then he ran backwards and ultimately took him. But they went for it on fourth down, and they got it. They take an early 7-0 lead. And the Falcons offense. Horn. That pass is complete. That's up to the 36. Be a handoff. Kevin Fox is going to take it up to the 38 for a gain of 2. It's another handoff to Kevin Fox. He's going to go nowhere. Going to bring up 3rd and 8. As Minnesota currently leads New Orleans 7-3. Rich Horn looking to throw. He's going. And he overthrows his man, and that pass is going to be incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. The punting unit is out there. This is going to be a defensive battle. For the Falcons. Because this offense is not good. They are dead last in the NFL. And this Buccaneers defense, it is bottom third, but it is better than the Falcons offense. And that pass is nearly intercepted. So the number 1 defense is going to have to hold the number 14 offense in check this game. That pass is complete to Mike Evans, and that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. There's the first quarter stats for those of you who are interested. Second quarter time. Drew Lock looking to throw. He's going to throw it deep off the back foot. And that pass incomplete. Chris Godwin played more defense than he did offense there, making sure A.J. Terrell did not get the interception. He's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Drew Lock looking to throw. This offensive line is very solid. That pass is complete up to the 30 to O.J. Howard, but only getting a gain of 2. That's a great defensive hit there by William Jackson. 3rd and 8. Run back in the backfield. He's going to be blocking. And that pass is complete to O.J. Howard, and there is a penalty. That is a controversial call. He was not ruled out of bounds yet, and they're going to call unnecessary roughness. Maybe it was a bad hit, you know, like helmet to helmet or like hit to the head or neck area. But that pass is going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell jumping the route. Intended for Chris Godwin. Drew Lock doing what he did best here in Atlanta. Throwing interceptions. It's going to be a handoff to Kevin Fox. And there's a decently sized hole, but he's only going to get 4 on the play up to the 34. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Just over 6.5 left to go in the half. We have 1 in the backfield, 2 out wide. It's going to be a handoff, and blowing it up there, that is Darrell Williams. That is Devin White on the stop there. Played that very well. 3rd and 6. That's going to be short of a first down, only up to the 38. 4th and 2, and the punting unit's out there. That's what the Buccaneers need to force Chris Warren to do. He is not a very good passer, apparently. From what I've seen, they need to force him to throw the ball. He does not like throwing it deep very much, unless if it is too, you know, wide open-ish, or it's to Kyle Pitts. And Kyle Pitts is out for this game. He's out for 2 weeks.
That's it, baby. That's it.
It's going to be a gain of 7 on the play. Drew Lock looking. Thrown over the middle. That's complete. That's Chris Godwin wide open across midfield to the 41.
We got this.
This game seems like it's going to be one side dominant. That pass is complete to O.J. Howard. That's up to the 33 for a gain of 8. And Drew Lock all of a sudden is playing like a top-tier quarterback. Why couldn't he do that with Atlanta, people are probably wondering. 2nd and 2. He's going to catch that ball off the deflection, and that's going to make him lose yards. Back to the 37. That is second-year player Allen. We'll bring up 3rd and 6. Drew Lock over the middle. That is complete to number 17.
That's it, baby.
Bad coverage on the play by Kuhn. That's Aldridge. And Minnesota currently leads the Saints 14-10. Ronald Jones is going to fight to 27 for a gain of 2. They're going to say 1.5 actually. 2nd and 9 from the 27. Just over 2 minutes left to go in this game. Carolina and Dallas are currently tied at 7. Nearly intercepting that is number 57. And Alex Kappa won the offensive offensive lineman for the Buccaneers goes down with an injury. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9. Gets that ball away, and it's going to be incomplete. Bring up 4th and 9, and the field goal unit's out there for a 44-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and good, giving the Buccaneers a 10-0 lead. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning after that return. First and 10 at the 21. The Falcons are down by 10. They do get ball at half, so a score here would put them in decent position. That pass is complete up to the 31. That's Calvin Ridley. That's going to be, again, 9.5. 2nd and 1, Chris Horn thrown to the edge. And he's going to knock it out of bounds. I believe that was Ben Jenkins on the reception. Chris Horn throwing it deep. And that pass is intercepted. That is Antoine Winfield Jr. You gotta wonder, are the Falcons getting impatient with how this quarterback has been playing? Drew off with the throw. That pass is going to be intercepted. That is William Jackson getting the interception. First and 10 now from the 19, a minute and 9 left to go. Chris Horn looking to throw. It's going to be complete to Ben Jenkins. Okay, I'm just going to quickly go on a rant. Why are the Falcons calling a timeout there? Why is it programmed like that, EA? 2nd and 5. Chris Horn. Door into the back of the end zone. And that is Marquise Brown for the touchdown. But there is a booth review. That looks like a clean catch to me. You can't really see the feet because of the security or the cameraman. And it's going to stand. And the Falcons are all of a sudden down a field goal, 10-7. But the Buccaneers are getting the ball back with 57 seconds and 3 timeouts. Well, not 57 seconds anymore. 54, and they're going to start at the 17. That was Irvin on the return. Here's the costly turnovers from Drew Lock, throwing 2 interceptions and 1 fumble. The Buccaneers have outplayed the Falcons this game, but these turnovers by Drew Lock have really kept this game close. He's going deep. And wide open. I believe that was Chris Godwin.
Get ready.
That's all the way up across midfield to 37. This offensive line is probably one of the best in the league. As you can see, 2 superstars. Going out of bounds at the 31. They're going to say it was a catch for a gain of 6. Let's bring up 2nd and 4 from the 31 now. Drew Lock looking. Checking it down. That's complete. That's O.J. Howard to the 27. That's enough for a first down. And he got out of bounds. It stops the clock. 35 seconds left. They need 27 yards for a touchdown. Drew Lock. Pass complete to Chris Godwin. He's going to be down at the 20 for a gain of 7 and timeout Buccaneers. They're second of the half. 28 seconds and a timeout. They need 20 yards for a touchdown, and they need 3 for a first. Drew Walk, he's thrown. Incomplete. Elects to throw it away. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Drew Walk. That's complete. And that's down at the 4. Buccaneers take their final timeout with 16 seconds left. Do the Buccaneers potentially try and run the ball? No, they are going to throw. And that's wide open.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
It's the tight end. To
Touchdown.
Elling.
Touchdown, baby.
13 seconds left. The Buccaneers take a 16-7 lead with the extra point being up. And good, making a score 17-7. Which will more than likely be what we have going into halftime. The kick is off. Fielding at the 4-yard line, George Claiborne. He's going to take it up to the 27. And there is 10 seconds left, but this will more than likely just be a run, as New Orleans ties the game up at 17 against Minnesota. And it is. And going to the 32. Timeout Falcons. The Falcons trying to maybe get a quick Hail Mary. He's going deep. They're attempting a Hail Mary. There is a penalty. If this is a defensive penalty. And it's defensive pass interference. And that's going to give the Falcons a chance for points. The field goal unit's out there for a 30-yard field goal. The kick is up. And it's good. And we enter this game 17-10 going into half. There's the first half stats for those of you who are curious. As we head to our halftime report and we take a look around the league. Starting off, Carolina and Dallas. That game is tied at 7 apiece. Dak Prescott currently having a perfect game, 4 for 4, with a passing touchdown. Next, we had the Pittsburgh and Baltimore. This was the Thursday night game, and the Ravens win this game 38-17. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. J.K. Dobbins with 2 rushing. And last, Minnesota and New Orleans. New Orleans is leading that game 20-17. Alvin Kamara with a pair of rushing touchdowns. Kirk Cousins with a pair of passing touchdowns. One of which being the Traquan Smith, I believe. One of the former Saints. As we have next gen stats, here are the Buccaneers when it comes to throwing the ball short. And here are the Falcons when it comes down to throwing the ball short. The Falcons do receive second half kickoff. Kick is underway. And that's going to be fielded around the 2.5-yard line. And ultimately going to be down at the 21, they're going to say.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 now from the 21. Horn. Dangerous pass, and that's going to lead the receiver backwards. That is... I cannot tell who that receiver is. That's going to be a loss of 3. Dangerous pass from Chris Horn, though. That was Kevin Fox on the reception. And down goes Horn. That's Avonte David. Bird and 20 now. We have 1 man in the backfield and 2 out wide. Chris Horn. He's going to go... And that's a touchdown on the play. because Chris Horan cannot hold on to the ball. And it's ultimately the reason why he is going to get benched. An injury for Tampa Bay. You gotta wonder though, what is going to be the future for Chris Horan on this Falcons team? Do we potentially see a trade? Are the Falcons going to draft a quarterback?
Let's go, baby.
They drafted him with the second pick in the second round. Falcons were very interested in him in the first round, but ultimately decided they could probably wait a bit on him. They were right, and it seems like it was a bad idea to wait on him. He has not panned out whatsoever. 2nd and 5 now from 25. We have Cam Newton, the free agent signing, in only his first week on the team as he got signed after last week's loss. In case Chris Horan could not play well. And that pass is going to be complete. Marquise Brown up to the 44.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 54 right there. 54 money. All day. All day.
1st and 10 now from the 44. Cam Newton is going to look to throw. There's pressure. He's going to scramble out. He's going to throw across his body, and it's going to be incomplete. Probably for the best, as that was covered very well. 2nd and 10 now from the 44. Cam Newton looking to throw. He's scrambling out. He's going to throw on the run deep. And he overthrows Calvin Ridley. He had him for a touchdown. 3rd and 10 now from the 44. Cam Newton, he's going to scramble out left. He's going to throw on the run again, deep. And that pass was incomplete. Ben Jenkins cannot come down with it. And on 4th and 10, the punting unit's out there, hoping to pin him deep. Ultimately not, as that's going to be around the 14-yard line. He's going to return it up to the 21.
Let's go. Let's do this. Watch time. Watch time. Tight end right. Tight end right.
1st and 10 now. Quick pass to complete to O.J. Howard. He's going to take it up to the 29.5-yard line for a gain 9.5. They're going to say he got to the 30, but I just think that's generous spotting. 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. He's going to go. And that pass is incomplete. Potentially was defensive pass interference. It was a bang-bang type contact. They're not going to call it though. And that pass is open. That's going to be to the 2nd-year player. Drew Lock is torching his former team even after throwing 2 interceptions. That's Aldridge. Never mind, I thought that was a different player. And there is a flag. This will more than likely be holding her face mask. And it's holding on the offense. That's Alex Kappa. He got injured earlier in the game. Trying not to give up any extra due to his injury, so he's resorting to having to have some gutsy calls. And that penalty doesn't really matter, as he's going to take it up to the 44 for a gain of 8. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9. The Buccaneers have not called on the run game a lot, but they should, because Ronald Jones is breaking these runs big. That's up to the 33.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
He's averaging 9 yards a carry.
I got 11. Single slot.
1st and 10 now from the 33. It's Ronald Jones. He's going to fight his way forward up to the 21.
Let's go, fellas.
Enough for a 1st down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. You got 3 down.
1st and 10 from the 21. O.J. Howard gets the completion. That's up to the 8-yard line. I'd have to guess any score at this point from the Buccaneers would more than likely end the game. 1st and goal from the 8. Nearly intercepted, but could not be. 2nd and goal from the 5. One man in the backfield, 3 out wide, and it's going to be a handoff to Ronald Jones. And he's going to fight his way up to the 1-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal. 2 men out wide, 1 in the backfield. Could be any play, really. And it's going to be a run. And Ronald Jones is going to get stuffed at the 2. If you're the Buccaneers, you should kick a field goal, but they're not. They're trying to run up the score. Drew Lock looking to throw. And that pass is incomplete. Great defensive play on the play. Jumping in front of that pass and knocking it away. Cam Newton is going to start at the 2-yard line in his first game as a Falcon. That pass is complete to Ben Jenkins. Didn't take it up to the 9-yard line. That's going to probably do it for the third quarter. And it will. As Dallas leads 14-7 over the Panthers. There's the third quarter stats for those of you who are curious. 2nd and 2 now from the 9. They need 81 yards. Wait, no, they need 91 yards. That pass is incomplete, slightly overthrown. Cam Newton, even though he's 2 for 6, in my opinion, he's having a way better game than Chris Warren. 3rd and 2, Cam Newton looking to throw. That pass is complete to Calvin Ridley. That's up to the 19. That's enough for a first down. Now they need 81 yards, like I said earlier. 1st and 10 from the 19. The handoff. Levante David is going to stop it. That is just what Levante David does best. That's a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12 from the 17. Cam Newton rolling out, and he's going to take it himself. He's going to slide down at the 27. Probably should have tried to get out of bounds, but it's okay. So he can get 8 on the play. The Saints currently lead the Vikings 27-20. 3rd and 2 now from the 27. It's a handoff to Kevin Fox. That's going to bring up 4th and 2. And the offense has to stay out there. Why are you running this football? The fullback dive, and it's going to be stopped. I can tell you right now that the offensive coordinator is getting fired. Now, we are playing Madden, so I don't know if you can fire him mid-season, but at the end of the season, he is gone. Why are you calling a fullback dive on 4th and 2 when they're loading the box? And you're down by 2 scores. You need to make plays. You need to make them fast. Ronald Jones takes that up to the 5. That's going to bring up 2nd and goal. And Drew Lock comes out here, throws 2 interceptions in the process, but does win this team the game. As Drew Lock played a lot better than he did at Atlanta. The interceptions not so much, but in terms of pass completions, definitely. That's what happens when you have a better team surrounded. And Grady Jarrett's going to get half sack, and John Kaminsky's going to get the other half. And 4th and goal, the field goal unit's out there for a 33-yarder. If they make this, this is the game. Kick is up, and it's good. Tampa Bay leads by 3 scores. Without, like, under 4 minutes left to go, there's no way the Falcons come back.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And New Orleans takes a 34-20 lead over Minnesota. We do have the head-to-head advantage over them, though, so that should be fine. Cam Newton having to scramble out, and he's going to be sacked by Shaq Barrett.
That's what I'm talking about.
Lucky for us, these guys are approaching the end of their careers. They are getting, well, not Vita Vea, but Shaquille Barrett, he's up there in age now. Levante David, this is probably his final year.
That's right. Get off the train tracks, baby.
3rd and 28. And if the offensive coordinator elects to run this football, it's another fullback dive. Are you kidding me? Up to the 7-yard line. That's going to bring it up 4th and 24. and the punting units out there.
Let's go.
And we are just going to jump forward to the end of the game. Whoops, I forgot. We need to speed the game up. It's going to be a handoff. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning, as Carolina ties the game up at 14 apiece. That's going to do it for today's game. The Buccaneers win 27-10. We're going to look at the stats. Drew Lock 27 for 38, 302, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Chris Horn was 8 for 10, 54 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Cam Newton was 3 for 7, 37 yards. Rushing wise, Ronald Jones was 14 for 89. Kevin Fox was 9. And Ronald Jones had a touchdown. Kevin Fox was 9 for 17. CJ Ham 2 for 5. Cam Newton 1 for 10. Darrell Williams 1 for 0. O.J. Howard 10 for 109. Cecil Allen was 5 for 20. Mike Evans was 4 for 45. Chris Godwin 3 for 80. Ronald Jones 2 for 22. Marcus Brown 2 for 34 and a touchdown. Ben Jenkins 2 for 13. Calvin Ridley 2 for 19. Caleb Aldridge 2 for 22. Kevin Fox 2 for 8. Earl Elling was 1 for 4. Derek Gore 1 for 3. Darrell Williams 1 for 3. CJ Ham 1 for 11. I think I missed a touchdown there, by the way, as well. I did. Earl Elling blocking. 3 sacks allowed by Morgan Moses and 1 allowed by Alex Kappa. That's just horrible for Morgan Moses there. Defensively, 4 sacks for Shaquille Barrett, 1 for Lante David, 1 for Jalen Hawkins, half a sack for John Kaminsky and Grady Jarrett, 1 interception for A.J. Terrell, 1 for Antoine Winfield Jr., and 1 for William Jackson. 2 forced fumbles for Shaquille Barrett, 1 from Jalen Hawkins. 1 fumble recovery from Shaquille Barrett, 1 from Joe Tryon-Shoyinka, and 1 from Keandre Jones. Kicking, both sides are perfect for both. Punting, Presley Harvin was 4 for 181, 45.2 average. The other punter did not punt once. Kicking, kick return, George Claiborne was 5 for 98. Will Irvin was 2 for 34. Punt return, 3 for 17 for Will Irvin. George Claiborne did not return a single punt. We're adding Chris Horn to the trade block if there's a team interested. And are we able to fire our coordinator? We are. Jerry Patterson, you're done. We're going to hire a new one. We're going to hire Braden Williamson. And we're going to spend those staff points we just got. Probably on the offensive coordinator, I'd imagine. Oops. Wrong button. What is this? By one of you. Now in player personnel. By you. Okay. We are going to advance week against the Panthers, like, just to see if anyone's interested in Chris Horn. And we do have Jalen Phillips returning from injury. And one of our practice squad players did get signed, so we might as well just go out and sign a new guy. I signed Steve Cobb. I don't know exactly who that is. I don't really care. Alright, but Chris Horn did not get any offers yet. So, you know, on our bye week, we'll probably be looking to trade him. But not yet. How good's Melvin Gordon? He might be worth giving a contract to. We're going to give Robert Rochelle a contract. Well, not really a contract. A practice squad spot. But that is going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. We are going to leave Chris Horn on the trade block. We're going to let him start this week, just to kind of find out where we stand with him. Because if he plays horrible next week, we are definitely making him gone. I'm not having a guy with so much trade value because he is a young star dev quarterback just sit on our roster if we're not going to use him. I'm trying to get value in return. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I'll see you next time. And if we don't trade Chris Horn by the trade deadline, it means he probably did well enough. And then we'll probably, see about the end of the season so we can find out, who has the best draft picks. Because we're trying to get our franchise quarterback. That's where we are. We're a quarterback away. Whoops. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.